Hello, and welcome to Daily English Whisper. My name is Max, and I'm really happy you are here with me today. Take a slow breath, relax your body, and let your mind slow down just a little. This is your calm space to practice English, step by step, without pressure. Today's episode is called Useful English Phrases for Travel Listening Practice. And today, we are going somewhere different. Not a classroom, not a textbook, but into real travel moments. The kind of moments where English is not just useful, it becomes necessary. Maybe you have felt this before. You arrive in a new place. Everything looks interesting, but also unfamiliar. People are speaking English. You want to say something, but your mind becomes quiet. You know some words, but the sentence does not come. Or maybe you think, what if I say it wrong? What if they don't understand me? What if I freeze? If you have ever felt this, you are not alone. Travel English can feel stressful, not because it is difficult, but because it is real. There is no pause button. No time to think for a long time. You need simple, clear phrases in the moment. But here is something important. You do not need advanced English to travel. You do not need long sentences. You only need simple, useful phrases used with confidence. Another common idea is this: I will learn English first, then I will travel. But many people actually learn faster because they imagine real situations, because they practice what they would say. And that is exactly what we will do today. We will practice real travel phrases, not random phrases, but phrases connected to real situations. Moments like arriving somewhere new, asking for help, not understanding something, fixing a small problem. And you will not only listen, you will repeat. You will speak. You will train your voice for real situations. The key idea for today is simple. Confidence in travel comes from familiar phrases, not perfect English. When your brain recognizes a situation, and you already know what to say, everything feels easier. So today, we will build that familiarity, one phrase at a time, one situation at a time. So wherever you are right now, let's begin this travel journey together. Let me ask you something simple. When you travel, what is the moment that feels the most difficult in English? Is it asking for directions? Is it understanding fast answers? Or is it simply starting the sentence? Many learners feel that the hardest part is starting, because in that moment, everything feels real. You are not practicing. You are communicating, and that can create pressure. But today, we will use a very simple technique to help you. Shadowing with travel phrases. This means you will listen to a phrase, and then you will repeat it out loud, not in your head, with your voice. Because speaking is physical, your mouth needs practice. Your voice needs repetition, and when you repeat useful phrases, your brain begins to remember them in real situations. So when you travel, you don't think too much. You recognize the moment, and the phrase comes naturally. Let me show you how this works. I will say a phrase. You listen, then you repeat. Say it slowly, clearly, without pressure. Let's begin. Listen carefully. Excuse me, is this the right line for the airport? Now, repeat after me. Excuse me, is this the right line for the airport? Good. Let's say it again, a little more naturally. Excuse me, is this the right line for the airport? Very nice. Now another one. Listen first. Sorry, I didn't catch that. Could you say it again? Now repeat. Sorry, I didn't catch that. Could you say it again? Excellent. This phrase is very important because you don't need to understand everything. You only need a way to continue the conversation. Let's try another. Listen carefully. Do you know where this street is? Now repeat. Do you know where this street is? Good. Now, one more. Listen first. I'm not sure how this works. Now repeat. I'm not sure how this works. Excellent. These phrases are simple, but very powerful, because they help you in real situations. Not perfect situations, real ones. And something important, you do not need to remember hundreds of phrases. You only need a few that you can use with confidence. Let's do one more shadowing moment together. Listen carefully. I can use simple phrases when I travel. Now repeat. I can use simple phrases when I travel. Very good. Now this one. I don't need perfect English. I need clear English. Repeat after me. I don't need perfect English. I need clear English. Excellent. Now take a moment to notice something. You are not just repeating words. You are preparing your voice for real moments. Moments where you need to speak quickly, clearly, simply. And now that you understand how this works, let's move to an important question. A question many learners ask themselves before traveling. How can I use English naturally in real travel situations without freezing? Maybe you imagine the moment. You are standing somewhere new. People are moving. Voices are around you. And you need to say something, but your mind becomes quiet. Or maybe you think, what if I say it wrong? What if they don't understand me? What if I don't understand them? These thoughts are normal. They happen because the situation feels important. But here is something important to understand. You do not freeze because your English is bad. You freeze because the situation feels unfamiliar. So the solution is not more grammar. The solution is familiar situations. When your brain has seen the moment before, it feels calmer. It recognizes the situation, and then speaking becomes easier. So today we will do something very powerful. We will practice real travel situations, simple ones, common ones, but also slightly unexpected ones. Because travel is not always perfect. Sometimes things are unclear, sometimes things go wrong, and that is where language becomes very useful. We will explore several simple travel situations. Moments like arriving somewhere and not knowing where to go, needing help but not understanding the answer, checking something that feels confusing, fixing a small problem, and in each situation you will learn what to say. Not perfect sentences, but useful ones. Before we continue, let me tell you something quickly. If this episode is helping you feel more confident about using English while traveling, you can support the channel by liking the video. This helps more learners find daily English whisper and practice with us. And if you stay with me, you will begin to feel more prepared for real travel situations step by step. Now, let's begin with the first real travel situation. This is a very common moment. You arrive somewhere new, and something feels unclear. Maybe the signs are confusing. Maybe the place is bigger than you expected. Maybe everything looks similar. And you need to ask. This is one of the most important travel skills. Asking clearly and simply. Let's imagine a situation. You arrive at a station. There are several exits, but you are not sure which one to take. You walk to someone and say, "Excuse me, which exit leads to the main street?" The person answers, "Take the one on your left, then go straight." Listen carefully. "Excuse me, which exit leads to the main street?" "Take the one on your left, then go straight." Now, repeat. Excuse me, which exit leads to the main street? Good. Take the one on your left, then go straight. Very nice. Again, more naturally. Excuse me, which exit leads to the main street? Take the one on your left, then go straight. Excellent. Now let's try another situation. You are inside a building. There are many floors, but you are not sure where something is. You ask, "Hi, do you know which floor this is on?" The person answers, "It should be on the third floor, near the elevator." Listen first. "Hi, do you know which floor this is on?" "It should be on the third floor, near the elevator." Now repeat. "Hi, do you know which floor this is on?" Good. "It should be on the third floor, near the elevator." Very good. Now again with flow. "Hi, do you know which floor this is on?" "It should be on the third floor, near the elevator." Excellent. Now let's try a slightly different one. You arrive somewhere, but something feels off. Maybe the place looks different from what you expected. You ask, "Sorry, is this the right place for check-in?" The person replies, "No, check-in is around the corner." Listen carefully. "Sorry, is this the right place for check-in?" "No, check-in is around the corner." Now repeat. "Sorry, is this the right place for check-in?" Good. "No, check-in is around the corner." Very nice. Now again smoothly. "Sorry, is this the right place for check-in?" "No, check-in is around the corner." Excellent. These phrases are very powerful because they help you in moments of uncertainty, when something is not clear, when something feels confusing, and instead of staying silent, you ask clearly, simply. Let's do a short shadowing moment together. Listen carefully. I can ask for help when something is unclear. Now repeat. I can ask for help when something is unclear. Very good. Now this one, simple questions help me move forward. Repeat after me. Simple questions help me move forward. Excellent. Something important to remember. You do not need perfect sentences. You do not need complex words. You only need a clear question, because most people will understand you, and most people want to help. So during your travels, do not stay silent. Do not wait too long. If something feels unclear, ask, because asking is not a weakness. It is a skill, and every time you ask, your confidence grows. Even one simple question can change your whole experience. You are not lost anymore. You are moving again, and that is powerful. Even a few simple phrases like these can make a big difference. You are learning how to move forward with English. Let's continue with another very real travel situation. This one happens often and sometimes feels stressful. It is the moment when you don't understand something. Maybe someone speaks too fast. Maybe the accent is different. Maybe you only catch a few words. And in that moment, many learners stay silent. But this is exactly the moment when you need a simple phrase, a phrase that helps you continue the conversation. Let's imagine a situation. You ask someone for directions. They answer, but they speak quickly. You don't understand everything, so you say, "Sorry, could you say that a little more slowly?" The person answers, "Of course. Go straight, then turn right at the corner." Listen carefully. "Sorry, could you say that a little more slowly?" "Of course. Go straight, then turn right at the corner." Now repeat. "Sorry, could you say that a little more slowly?" Good. "Of course. Go straight, then turn right at the corner." Very nice. Now again, more naturally. "Sorry, could you say that a little more slowly?" Of course. Go straight, then turn right at the corner. Excellent. This phrase is very important because it gives you control again. Now, let's try another situation. You hear something, but you are not sure. You can say, "Sorry, I didn't understand that part." The person replies, "No problem, I'll explain it again." Listen first. "Sorry, I didn't understand that part." "No problem, I'll explain it again." Now repeat. "Sorry, I didn't understand that part." Good. "No problem, I'll explain it again." Very good. Now again with flow. "Sorry, I didn't understand that part." "No problem, I'll explain it again." Excellent. Now let's try a slightly different one. You understand some words, but not all. You want to confirm. You say, "So, I need to go downstairs first?" The person answers, "Yes, then follow the signs." Listen carefully. "So, I need to go downstairs first?" "Yes, then follow the signs." Now repeat. "So, I need to go downstairs first?" Good. "Yes, then follow the signs." Very nice. Now again smoothly. "So, I need to go downstairs first?" "Yes, then follow the signs." Excellent. These phrases are very powerful because they help you stay inside the conversation. You are not lost. You are still participating. Let's do a short shadowing moment together. Listen carefully. I can ask again when I don't understand. Now repeat. I can ask again when I don't understand. Very good. Now this one, not understanding is part of learning. Repeat after me. Not understanding is part of learning. Excellent. This idea is very important because many learners think, if I don't understand, I failed. But that is not true. Not understanding is normal. Even native speakers ask for clarification sometimes. So do not feel embarrassed. Do not feel nervous. If something is unclear, ask again. Ask simply. Ask calmly. Because communication is not about understanding everything the first time. It is about continuing the interaction. And every time you ask again, you are practicing. You are building confidence. You are showing yourself that you can stay in the conversation, even if things are not perfect. And that is a very powerful skill. Even a few simple phrases like these can help you a lot. You are learning how to stay connected in real situations. Let's continue with another very important travel situation. This one happens often and sometimes feels uncomfortable. It is the moment when something is not working as expected. Maybe something is missing. Maybe something is wrong. Maybe something feels different from what you thought. And in that moment, you need to say something clearly but calmly. Let's imagine a situation. You arrive at a place. You check something, and something feels off. You say, "Hi, I think there might be a small mistake here." The person answers, "Oh, let me take a look." Listen carefully. "Hi, I think there might be a small mistake here." "Oh, let me take a look." Now repeat. "Hi, I think there might be a small mistake here." Good. "Oh, let me take a look." Very nice. Now again, more naturally. "Hi, I think there might be a small mistake here." "Oh, let me take a look." Excellent. This phrase is very useful because it sounds polite and clear. Now let's try another situation. You expected something, but it is not there. You say, "Sorry, I was expecting something different." The person replies, "I understand. Let me check what happened." Listen first. "Sorry, I was expecting something different." "I understand. Let me check what happened." Now repeat. "Sorry, I was expecting something different. Good. I understand. Let me check what happened. Very good. Now again with flow. Sorry, I was expecting something different. I understand. Let me check what happened. Excellent. Now let's try another. Something is missing. You need to ask about it. You say, "Excuse me, I think something is missing here." The person answers, "Let me check that for you." Listen carefully. "Excuse me, I think something is missing here. Let me check that for you." Now repeat. "Excuse me, I think something is missing here." Good. Let me check that for you. Very nice. Now again, smoothly. "Excuse me, I think something is missing here. Let me check that for you." Excellent. These phrases are powerful because they help you handle small problems. Not aggressively, not with stress, but calmly, clearly. Let's do a short shadowing moment together. Listen carefully. I can explain a problem in a simple way. Now repeat. I can explain a problem in a simple way. Very good. Now this one, I stay calm and I speak clearly. Repeat after me. I stay calm and I speak clearly. Excellent. Something very important to remember. When something goes wrong, many people feel nervous. But language becomes stronger when you stay calm. You don't need perfect words. You only need clear words. Simple phrases and a calm voice. Because communication is not only about what you say, it is also about how you say it. So during your travels, if something is not right, do not stay silent. Do not feel uncomfortable. Use a simple phrase. Explain the situation. And continue the conversation. Because every time you handle a small problem in English, your confidence grows. You feel more capable, more prepared, more in control. Even a few simple phrases like these can change your experience. You are learning how to manage real situations with English. Now, let's move to the final main way to use English while traveling. This one is very powerful because it helps you feel more natural, not just correct. The idea is simple. Use small phrases to stay connected during interactions. Not only when you need help, not only when something is wrong, but during normal moments, small exchanges, small confirmations, small reactions. These are the phrases that make your English feel alive. Let's imagine a situation. You are receiving help from someone. They explain something to you, and instead of staying silent, you respond. You say, "Okay, that makes sense." The person replies, "Great. You should be able to find it easily." Listen carefully. "Okay, that makes sense." "Great. You should be able to find it easily." Now repeat. "Okay, that makes sense." "Good. Great. You should be able to find it easily." Very nice. Now again, more naturally. "Okay, that makes sense." "Great. You should be able to find it easily." Excellent. These small phrases show that you are engaged, that you are following the conversation. Now let's try another. Someone tells you something new. You can react. "Oh, I didn't know that." The person responds, "Yeah, it's a little hidden." Listen first. "Oh, I didn't know that." "Yeah, it's a little hidden." Now repeat. "Oh, I didn't know that." Good. "Yeah, it's a little hidden." Very good. Now again with flow. "Oh, I didn't know that." "Yeah, it's a little hidden." Excellent. Now another one. You understand something and you want to confirm. You say, "Okay, so I just follow this road?" The person answers, "Yes, and you'll see it on your right." Listen carefully. "Okay, so I just follow this road?" "Yes, and you'll see it on your right." Now repeat. "Okay, so I just follow this road?" Good. "Yes, and you'll see it on your right." Very nice. Now again smoothly. Okay, so I just follow this road? Yes, and you'll see it on your right. Excellent. These phrases are very important because they keep the conversation moving. They show that you are listening. They show that you are present. And this creates a better interaction. Let's do a short shadowing moment together. Listen carefully. I can stay connected with simple phrases. Now repeat. I can stay connected with simple phrases. Very good. Now this one, I don't need long sentences to communicate. Repeat after me. I don't need long sentences to communicate. Excellent. Now take a moment to notice something. You are not only asking questions, you are not only solving problems, you are participating, reacting, confirming, connecting. And that is what real communication feels like. Not perfect sentences, but natural flow, small exchanges, simple phrases. And when you practice these moments, your confidence grows because you feel part of the conversation, not outside of it. So during your travels, remember this. You don't need to say a lot. You only need to stay present, respond, react, confirm, because every small phrase you use builds connection, and connection is the heart of communication. Little by little, you are becoming more natural, more comfortable, more confident. Let's go a little deeper into these travel phrases. Because once you know a few useful phrases, you can start building more flexibility. Not by learning hundreds of new sentences, but by making small changes to the phrases you already know. These small changes are called micro-habits, and they are very powerful because they help you adapt to real situations. Let's start with a simple example. Earlier, we said, "Excuse me, is this the right place for check-in?" Now let's change one small part. "Excuse me, is this the right place for boarding?" Listen carefully. "Excuse me, is this the right place for boarding?" Now repeat. "Excuse me, is this the right place for boarding?" Very good. Now another variation. "Excuse me, is this the right place to wait?" Repeat after me. "Excuse me, is this the right place to wait?" Excellent. You see what is happening? The structure stays the same. Only one word changes. And suddenly, you can use the phrase in many situations. Now let's try another micro-habit. You take a phrase and you add one more detail. For example, "Sorry, I didn't understand that." You can expand it to, "Sorry, I didn't understand that. Could you repeat the last part?" Listen carefully. "Sorry, I didn't understand that. Could you repeat the last part?" Now repeat. "Sorry, I didn't understand that. Could you repeat the last part?" Very nice. Now another one. "I think something is missing." You can expand it. "I think something is missing. Can we check it again?" Listen first. "I think something is missing. Can we check it again?" Now repeat. "I think something is missing. Can we check it again?" Excellent. Now let's try another micro-habit. You change the tone of your phrase. This is very important in real communication. For example, "Excuse me." You can say it in different ways. Polite and soft. "Excuse me." Clear and direct. "Excuse me." Urgent but respectful. "Excuse me." Now repeat after me. "Excuse me." Good. "Excuse me." Very nice. "Excuse me." Excellent. This helps your English sound more natural. Because real communication is not only about words, it is also about how you say them. Now let's try another micro-habit. You take one phrase and create different answers. For example, "Do you know where this is?" Answer 1. "Yes, it's just around the corner." Answer 2. I'm not sure, but you can ask over there. Answer 3. Sorry, I don't know. Listen carefully. Do you know where this is? Yes, it's just around the corner. I'm not sure, but you can ask over there. Sorry, I don't know. Now repeat one answer. Yes, it's just around the corner. Good. Now another. I'm not sure, but you can ask over there. Very nice. Now the last one. Sorry, I don't know. Excellent. Now you are building flexibility. Not just one answer, but many possibilities. Let's do one more shadowing moment together. Listen carefully. I can adapt simple phrases to many situations. Now repeat. I can adapt simple phrases to many situations. Very good. Now this one. Small changes make my English more flexible. Repeat after me. Small changes make my English more flexible. Excellent. Now take a moment to notice something. You are no longer memorizing. You are learning how to use the language. To change it, to adapt it, to move with it. And this is what real travel English feels like. Not perfect sentences, but flexible phrases. Simple structures that you can adjust in the moment. And when you practice this, something important happens. You stop feeling stuck. You start feeling ready. Ready for different situations. Ready for small changes. Ready for real communication. And that is where confidence begins to grow. Quietly, naturally, step by step. Before we finish today's episode, let's take a calm moment to reflect on what you practiced. Today, you explored useful English phrases for travel. Not difficult phrases, not long sentences, but simple, real expressions for real situations. You practiced how to ask when something is unclear, how to respond when you don't understand, how to explain a small problem calmly, how to stay connected during conversations, and how to adapt simple phrases to many situations. All of these skills follow one important idea. You don't need perfect English to travel. You need clear, flexible, and familiar phrases. So here is your secret sentence for today. Listen carefully. Simple phrases can guide me through real situations. Now, repeat slowly. Simple phrases can guide me through real situations. Very good. One more time. Simple phrases can guide me through real situations. Excellent. Keep that sentence with you, because when you travel, you don't have time to think too much. But if you recognize the situation and you already know a phrase, everything becomes easier. You can also begin replacing small moments in your day with travel-style thinking. For example, when you don't understand something, instead of staying silent, say, "Sorry, could you repeat that?" When something feels unclear, say, "Excuse me, is this the right place?" When something is not right, say, "I think there might be a small problem." These small replacements train your brain. They prepare you for real situations. They make English feel useful, not distant. And something important happens when you practice like this. English stops being only a subject. It becomes a tool you can use, a tool that helps you move, ask, understand, and respond. Maybe right now, travel English still feels a little stressful. Maybe you imagine the moment and feel a little nervous. That is okay, because what you are building now is not perfection. You are building readiness. You are building familiarity with situations, with phrases, with responses, and this grows with repetition, with small practice, with simple speaking. So do not wait for the perfect moment. Start now. Use small phrases. repeat them, adapt them, make them yours. And one day, when you are in a real place, in a real situation, you will notice something. You will speak, not perfectly, but naturally, and that moment will feel powerful because you will realize you are using English in real life. Thank you for practicing with me here on Daily English Whisper. If this episode helped you, subscribe and continue learning with me. We will keep building your listening, your speaking, and your confidence step by step. And before you go, I want to ask you something simple. What travel situation do you want to practice next? You can write it in the comments. I would love to see it. This is Max, and I want you to remember something. You don't need perfect English to travel. You only need simple phrases and the courage to use them. I'm proud of you for practicing today. Keep going, keep shadowing, keep speaking, and I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye for now.